Oh man, look at that card. All right, welcome back to another video. By now, you probably have seen the Grail Quest update where we did our blind PSA reveal. We had 23 cards, 17 PSA 10s, 6 PSA 9s, and the rest of that order was a bunch of just older stuff and some PC stuff that I decided to send in. Basically stuff that I've been buying that, when I think about the lens of like a bankroll building challenge, doesn't quite fit nicely into that, but still stuff that I like to buy and grade, and obviously like to share with you all as I get the submissions back. So I believe we have 37 cards here, 34 cards, and yeah, we'll go through each one. I'll kind of talk through, my thought process or, what I think, but hopefully this will be fun. A lot of cool stuff in here, a lot of random stuff. So let's get into it. First one is the 2022 Topps Merlin Chrome. This is the Gio Reyna. This is the purple wave out of 15. Got it because, it's pretty short printed. Purple wave. And we got the PSA 10. So, beauty there. I like Gio Reyna. I think he proved, obviously, in the recent U.S. men's national team matches that, he really is. I still think he's probably the most talented player on the roster. Obviously, Pulisic speaks for himself, but I think Gio Reyna has so much upside. Hopefully all the personal things with him and Greg are just behind them, and they can focus on him just hitting his stride. He's still so young that I think he can still make it to, more levels. So speaking of U.S. men's national team, Yunus Musa, this is the Panini Select 2022 La Liga. This is a gold prism out of 10. Big Yunus Musa fan, was excited that I could get a gold prism and get it graded. I did notice this set specifically select La Liga and FIFA, just some quality control issues, but this one looked good, so hopefully we get a good grade here. And we did get a 10. Look at that. Boom. Gold prism. Yunus Musa. Love Yunus Musa. One of my favorite players on the men's national team, and I think a really key part of whatever they're hoping to do in 2026. Another Musa. This is out of 25. I believe this is a tie-dye. It's either tie-dye or white. I can't remember. The tie-dye used to be out of 25 for other sports, but actually I think this might actually be white. But same card. Oh no, sorry. This is the Zebra PSA 10. Look at that. So, man, kind of a jersey match, I guess. The white and the black color match. Pretty cool card there. Excited to have those. I talked about this in the Grail Quest video. One of my favorite sets, 2020 Stadium Club Chrome. This particular card, Sadio Mane, I think is one of my favorite sports cards in terms of like what it looks like. You'll see what I'm talking about. This is the green out of 99. It did get a PSA 10, but here's why I love this card. It's the horizontal. It's him kneeling, supporting or like standing up against racism, how they would always kneel at the beginning of the match. It was during the pandemic, so you can see there's no one in the crowd, and there's just the covering of the stands. It says "Stay safe, support at home." Like when I look at this card, it just absolutely transports me back into a time and a place. And there's something like really beautiful about this card, and also something really kind of like eerie about it. And I just love it. I don't know. I just love this card. I've seen the red out there, looks beautiful, and yeah, this is one that this is a card that I just want to have. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but I just love that card. And here's the same card in the gold. I had been looking for the gold for a long time. Finally found one, and decided to send it in, and we got the 10. Wow, man, look at that card. This one is probably not leaving the PC. This is just one of those cards that, as a Liverpool fan, as a fan of Sadio Mane, man, what a card. What an awesome card. That gets me fired up. That gets me really pumped up. Some basketball. This one was interesting. I think it's a 2015 Select basketball. It's a Vince Carter copper prism out of 49. Just thought this was really cool, so I decided to get it. PSA 10, but yeah, you can see he's got the old Raptors jersey on. He's going up for a dunk. Man, Vince Carter, that guy could dunk, man. That guy was at his peak. That guy was good. Another Select. I think this is 2014 Select. Yeah, it's actually an interesting one. Damian Lillard, who now was traded to the Milwaukee Bucks, which is my favorite team, being from Wisconsin. And yeah, this is the red prism out of 149. I got this one again because it looked cool. It's a color match. Boom, PSA 10. Look at that card. He's wearing the red jersey with the red. I mean, man, that's cool. These are so like. This is an example of, I need to look at what I paid for this, but it probably wasn't more than like $20. Grade it for almost 20. So like we're in this for $40. And in a PSA 10, this isn't like a high-end card, but like this is a card that people would collect. You know what I mean? Like this is one of those cards that maybe it's a Blazers fan, Damian Lillard fan, set collector, whatever. Like this is one of those types of cards that somebody would collect from, from this type of set or for this type of player. And those are the types of cards I find myself gravitating towards, especially when I can get them for a cheap price, because it's just like the downside is so minimal, and there's usually you might not be able to sell it at auction for peak price, but there's usually somebody looking for these cards over time. Here's a 2013 Select, so another NBA Select. This is the Chris Middleton out of 49, actually 22 out of 49, which is his jersey number. So again, another reason I got that one. Oop. And this one we got the PSA 9, but still, I mean, looks pretty good, man. This is a pretty cool looking card. This set, especially 2013. This is Giannis. This is Giannis's rookie year set. Yeah, just a cool card there. PSA 9, we'll take it, man. Speaking of Giannis, this is a Court Kings 2022. Believe this is the state of the art. So Court Kings, as I've mentioned before, has a very sort of like artistic looking vibe. I personally really like it. This is one of the super short print, case hit parallels from that set. Yeah, state of the art. And we got the 9. Still cool card. You can see it's like got the state of Wisconsin in the back there. I just really like these cards. Again, you can kind of see it down there even. Right there. These cards are prone. Just the chipping on the corner is really the main thing you got to worry about. On the back, not so much because it's all white, but still pretty cool. Can't complain. More Giannis. This is the Elite 2022 Elite. This is the Dimensions, the case hit insert out of that set. It's got kind of like a hologram lenticular vibe, so you can see. Let's see if I can get it to go. Yeah, boom. There it goes. Boom. It's pretty cool. PSA 10. For a while, these were actually going for like, I don't know, 50, 60 bucks a piece. And then I started getting a few of these for like in the 30s or 40s. And I think they're back up to like 50 or 60 again. So here's another one. Same card. Dimensions. And we got the 9 on that one. I think I have like 1 or 2 more of these too. I just really like them. I like weird cards like this where it's like case hit. It's just like I don't know. It's like a notable card, like a memorable card, right? More Giannis, one more Giannis. This is the 2022 Donruss Optic Black Velocity out of 39. PSA 10. Beauty there. Black Velocity. So one thing that I've been doing, so I pick up a lot of Giannis. You see some in the Grail Quest videos. I've kind of been experimenting with adding more basketball and more, basketball stars to the Grail Quest challenge. But even outside of that, like this is just showing you like this is the type of stuff I'm buying generally. Because one, it's like I like Giannis, plays for my favorite team. He's one of the probably 2 best players in the NBA, and there's just a market for his cards. And so finding these cool short printed parallels of his, I think is a good way to, as I always talk about, minimize downside and then create upside. So So yeah, here's an interesting one. Probably this one. I'd probably, if I could take this one back, I probably would. This is the, man. So this is the Topps Deco 2022 Sadio Mane, Bayern Munich. So like random set, doesn't even play for the team anymore, but it was the red out of 10. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. It, matches his kit. And it looked pretty good, even though there was like a bunch of black on the back. And we did get the 9, unfortunately. So I don't know where we're going to end up on that card. You can see it's number 7 out of 10. It's a cool color match, but unfortunately it's a PSA 9 and he doesn't even play for that team anymore. So I don't know. That one might be tough. A good example of just like probably getting too cute, or probably, I just love him as a player. So for me, it's, anyway, here's another one of my favorite Sadio Mane cards. So I actually have, this is the 2018 Topps Chrome Premier League. It's interesting because the design on this is exactly the same as Topps Chrome 2017 UEFA Champions League, which is, one of the big sets in the hobby. It's also a set that I'm currently collecting the gold refractors of. This is the gold refractor from 2018 Topps Chrome Premier League. It's interesting because Sadio Mane was not in 2017, so this is actually his first Topps Chrome. It's the same design, and the picture on here, I don't know what it is about him and his pictures and cards, but they're just awesome. It's like a goal celebration picture. So I had this one, I have a 10 of this, I have a 9 of this, and now I sent this one in because I'm like, hey, let's give it a shot. And we got another 10. Look at that. Whew. God, I love this card. It's just the goal celebration, him kind of jumping up and fist pumping. Yeah. Just a beautiful card, man. PSA 10. Wow. I got to be honest, I was not expecting a 10 on that one. I don't know why. I think I just expected a 9. But now I have 2 10s. So that's pretty awesome too. All right, what is this? Bobby Firmino. This is a Topps Chrome Mojo. I think it's actually just the Topps Asia Mojo, but it is a chromium finish. Mojo Gold Refractor out of 50. And we did get the 10 on that one. So you can kind of see like a lot of this stuff that I'm buying, it's just like Liverpool stuff, or it's like Milwaukee Bucks stuff. It's just stuff that I like because I figure like, okay, even if it gets a 9, not that I'm going to keep it all, but it's just like I don't mind having it. It's cards I think are cool, so even if they get a 9, it's like whatever. The stuff that I'm doing for the Grail Quest, I try to think more about like what are cards that other people want. And it's, I don't know. I mean, the lines get kind of blurred too, because it's like when I'm buying stuff for me, it's also like, what are cards that other people want? So either way, you can see it's just a lot of Liverpool stuff, a lot of U.S. men's national team stuff, a lot of Milwaukee Bucks stuff. And then here's another U.S. men's national team, Gio Reyna, 2022 World Cup, Peacock Prism, PSA 10. So pretty cool in there. Again, these are kind of like the Genesis, right? They're like the case hit, super short printed. There's not going to be many of them graded, and obviously a PSA 10. It's tough to complain about that. Here we go, Mohamed Salah, 2021 Prism Premier League. This is the Red Stars parallel out of 28. Mohamed Salah, that's my guy. Got some pretty cool announcements or things to share about Mohamed Salah and my collection in the near future, but for the near term, we have a Red Stars out of 28, and we got the 9. Not bad. Pretty cool. I'll keep that one. I mean, Mohamed Salah out of 28. I have not had that great of luck grading modern Prism cards. I think I had another Salah Orange out of 25 that got a 9. Just for whatever reason. Definitely had better luck with the Mosaic than the Prism. Here we go. These finally came back. We got some Baloguns. This is out of 340. I believe it's the blue 2021 Prism Premier League rookie card. Boom. 10. Blue Prism out of 340. Nothing crazy. These were going crazy at one point, of course, from when they were stuck at PSA, but we'll take a 10 on that all day. I got another one here. I believe this is the blue Breakaway out of 199. I get all these parallels messed up, honestly, and like I have so many thoughts about parallels and the number of parallels nowadays, but now is not the time for that. Now is the time for another PSA 10 in the blue breakaway. So can't complain about getting PSA 10s of him, even though it'd be cool if he started scoring more goals. All right. And then this one, I believe, is the blue, yellow, green choice parallel from the choice hobby boxes. Same card, though. And we did get the 10 on that one as well. Pretty cool. Beautiful. 3 for 3 PSA 10s. Yeah, just can't complain at all. Here's a cool one. Speaking of 2017 Topps Chrome, 2017 Topps Chrome, Luis Suarez, orange refractor out of 25. Just a wonderful set. I think I was on Soccer Studies podcast recently. We were talking about the orange versus the gold, and as somebody who collects the gold, I have to admit that I think the orange is probably a bit undervalued, relatively speaking. And yeah, sometimes when I get oranges, I'm like, man, should I hold on to these? But I'm trying to focus on the gold right now. But let's see what we got. PSA 10. Wow. Oh man, look at how beautiful that card is, man. Just the full color parallel, the orange refractor. I mean, it's just an amazing set. Amazing set. Suarez. I will say this, Luis Suarez. This is what I love about this set. So this set has obviously Messi, Mbappe, Ronaldo. It's got Mo Salah, Lewandowski, Muller. Like there's a ton of like great players. Suarez, Griezmann, bunch of random dudes. But the players like Suarez in this set, Suarez, Aguero, Harry Kane, in 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like back in like the mid 20 teens. I mean, those were the guys. Like they were the ones scoring a ton of goals. And in 2013, when Suarez almost, carried Liverpool to the title, I've still never seen a player play like he did in that season. At least in that one season. Like his peak, I think was as high in that season as anything I've seen in my lifetime. And then he went to Barcelona and continued to just kind of, obviously dominate alongside Messi. But just a wonderful player. And I love that set because there's so many of those types of players in it that evoke this like nostalgia and this memory from 5-8 years ago. Another 2017 Chrome. This is the Adam Lallana. This is the green out of 99. I actually kind of have like a mini Lallana rainbow going just because I have the orange. And I think I have the purple, or the purple's coming up next. And I don't know, another one of my favorite Liverpool players, and he just happens to be in that set. And we got the 10 on that one too. The green with the red. It's very Christmassy, but it's very like complementary. So that's a beautiful one there too. Here's the Lallana purple. We won't talk too much about that. Another 10. God, these Topps Chrome, man. It just makes me want to buy all the Chrome I can get and grade it all. All right, some more Salah. This is a 2022 Revolution Premier League. This is the Sunburst out of 50. I actually think a lot of the Revolution cards are really awesome. If anybody listens to the Stacking Slabs podcast, highly recommend. And Brett, who's the host, just did an entire episode about the Galactic Parallel, which is basically the non-numbered, super short print case hit parallel from Revolution. But I think a lot of these parallels are actually really cool. So I found the Salah one out of 50, PSA 10. They just the way that they pop off the light for being like a paper card, not like a chromium card. Like I think Revolution is pretty, it's not super expensive or in crazy high end, but I think it's really cool. Oh, I might have just spoiled that one. This is the 2022 Donruss. This is the Night Moves. Again, you can kind of see, like, I like to go after these like case hit parallels, especially of players that I like. This one can get tough because of the top border. This one looked really clean though. But we did get a 9. I think the other thing that kills this one, unfortunately, it actually looks okay on here, is the centering. I've noticed. Man, that's a bummer. That one would have been really cool to have in a 10. but still. PSA 9, can't complain. PSA 9s used to be like amazing, and 10s were like crazy, and now 9s are like, oh man. Same card here, Darwin Nunez, 2022, Donruss, Night Moves, kind of the same deal. PSA 10 on that one. So you can see, I mean, granted, like obviously there's more than just centering that goes into this, right? But I would say the centering on these looks identical. And then on the back, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm not a big like crack out 9s and resubmit guy, but you know, kind of wish I would have got the 10 on the Salah, but still cool. I love these cards too. Like, again, paper cards, but they just have this like, it's almost like, you know, it's dark and then it's like illuminates, you know, a part of the card that you can't see. Anyways, I know I'm getting like really deep into all these cards, but I just get really excited about it. Here's another Salah 2018 Prism, Blue Prism out of 199. You know, Salah's only World Cup so far, iconic set, etc. PSA 10. So there we go. Got a few of this set, you know, we'll continue to try and collect it, you know, over time. Okay, another 2018 Prism. This one's interesting. Jordan Henderson. This is the Cyrillic text. So back in 2018 Prism, which was in Russia, basically like another case hit type thing. Some of these cards were, basically it looks like a base card, but the text is in Cyrillic text. Very, very few of them are graded. Ended up found this one. Looks pretty clean. Jordan Henderson, I mean, not like top end player, but, you know, Liverpool captain for a while. And PSA 10. So you can see it's, you know, it's not in like your typical text. That's a cool one. Very, very short printed. I need to check the pop on that, but I would be shocked if there was more than a couple. This is another Blue Prism Salah out of 199. Got the 9 on that one. So 1 for 2 on those. Not too bad. Here's another Salah. This is a 2021 or 2022 Stadium Club Chrome Gold Refractor. PSA 10. So nice one there. Just like to collect gold stuff of Salah. I mean, he's like my favorite player, so we're just gonna keep buying what we want and grading it. And then here's another Musa. This is a Mosaic rookie, red and gold choice out of 88. PSA 10. That's cool in there too. I actually have a little rainbow of this one going too. Over time, that, you know, wasn't necessarily. Let's save this one for last. That's kind of a banger. So these ones are interesting. So Finest Flashbacks did, you can barely even see that. The Finest Flashbacks did this Football's Finest set. I actually really like the set. I think it looks really cool. But in each box, there was like a box topper where it was just like this one big card. And a couple of these I actually bought thinking they were just Finest refractors, not knowing they were like the jumbo box toppers. But then I got them, I'm like, well, I have them, so might as well grade them. So this is the Salah Black Refractor out of 25. No idea. I mean, it's cool. They put them in these massive, I mean, you can see this massive, massive things. But we got the PSA 10 on that one, so that's pretty cool. Man, that's really cool. PSA 10. I mean, yeah. I mean, you can just see how massive that is. But the black looks so sick, and these look so, like, retro 90s, you know, whatever. I don't know where I'm going to put this. Let's put this back there for now. Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think this is the gold out of 50. So we got the gold refractor. And we got a 10 on that one. So beauty, beauty, beauty. These are just massive. These are like little iPads. And then finally, this is the big one. Salah Red out of 5 box topper. I mean, honestly, whatever we get here is probably fine, but oh man, look at that card. Salah Red, color match, PSA 10, number out of 5. Just a beauty of a card. I guess I'm collecting the football's finest rainbow box toppers of Salah, right? I do actually have the gold, the normal size gold of this in a PSA 10 as well. So that's kind of a nice little set to have. That was actually a really successful order. If I go ahead and just count these really quick, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 nines. And that means we would have had 26 10s, 26 10s and 8 nines. In the previous video I did for the Grail Quest, we had 6 nines and 17 10s. So in total, 57 cards. We had 14 nines and we had 43 10s. So that's basically 80% gem rate. All PSA 10s and 9s. Can't ask for better than that. So that'll do it for today. Thanks for tuning in. I know this was a longer one. Let me know if you have any questions about any of these cards. Let me know if you know, which ones you liked. Any other comments or questions you want to throw down there. I try to respond to all of them. So thanks for tuning in. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Bye.